pilot project.
I jumped right into the hot seat. It was very fast-paced.
Winners of an online contest get a unique experience thanks to 2 Irving-based companies, and we're along for the ride. High spirits.
I am very, very proud because Irving has a legacy of service, and I'm honored to be a part of that.
The Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau honors residents making a positive impact. Hear what drives them to serve. Plus, how residents are learning about the city budget and serving up fun and fitness at the Golden Sneaker Games. Now on City Source. Irving is moving forward with plans to elevate aquatics and recreation as part of the Let's Play Irving initiative. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. We'll talk about some of the latest steps in a few minutes, but we begin with a plan that could give all drivers a smoother ride on Irving roads. It's a test project underway right now, and we learned all about it. Crews with Irving Streets Division are sealing cracks on Center Road. It's a process designed to extend the life of the road. And the city identified the need for work at this specific location through a new pilot program with Irving-based Nexco.
We're looking for something that could assist us in asset management. It turns out they have a product that actually photographs the roadways and then can do a scientific analysis of the road surfaces.
Earlier this year, a camera-equipped vehicle like this traveled Irving Street south of State Highway 183. We simulated the path with our cameras.
What it's looking for are cracks in the road. How many cracks, how thick the cracks are, and do they look deep?
The data collected are presented on a color-coded dashboard like this.
There's several data visualization widgets, one of them being a pie chart. There's also a street name list and a map view.
And it'll show the road as being either red or green, red being bad, of course green being good, and there'll be some yellows in between.
The benefit to this program is it's an unbiased assessment of the roadway system. It's not what I think, it's not what the employees think, it's purely something that's scientific.
Road replacement is always super expensive, so the streets team is hoping that by better addressing road maintenance, the city can extend the life of roads.
And that's really the key here. Let's find the roads that we can fix and fix them sooner rather than later, since the cost of fixing a road gets significantly higher as they deteriorate more.
This program is still in the pilot phase, but the team is encouraged by the results so far. If it goes forward, the data collected over time would also reveal how effective the maintenance techniques are.
So it allows us to stay held accountable for what we're doing.
Another method for giving Irving residents a smoother ride on the roads. And a reminder that you can sign up for road construction updates at cityofirving.org/join. The Irving City Council adopted a budget for the new fiscal year, which begins on October 1st. It's based on a property tax rate of 58.91 cents per $100 valuation. That's unchanged from last year. The general fund is the city's main operating fund, and it's $289 million. That pays for public safety, public works, Parks and Rec, libraries, and more. It is funded primarily by property and sales tax collections. At the most recent neighborhood roundtable, officers of the city's neighborhood associations learned about the budget. Irving hosts these quarterly roundtables to inform residents and encourage them to share what they learn with members of their neighborhood associations.
The key focus in this budget was recruiting and retaining a talented workforce, an increase of $17.9 million from the prior year budget, to fund a 2% cost of living adjustment in January, 3.5% market adjustment for civil service, police and fire uniform personnel. We're transitioning all of our positions to the 80th percentile of our benchmark cities.
Find a link to the entire city budget at cityofirving.org/budget. The City of Irving is moving forward with plans to elevate aquatics and recreation with new amenities coming to Center Park, Mustang Park, Lively Park, and the location we're focusing on today, Lee Park. Michael Buckler is Assistant Director of the city's Capital Improvement Program, and he joins us now. Thanks so much for being here, Michael.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and let's start with talking about the background a little bit. The pool at Lee Park was built way back in 1964, so it has some significant issues relating to age. What's going to happen now in that space?
We are going to remove what's there and put something very, very new, exciting, and relevant. We're going to have a new aquatic facility, covers, shade structures, attachment to the rec facility that's there now. It's going to be a vast improvement to what we've had over the past years.
Yeah, work is already moving forward on this. At the most recent City Council meeting, there was approval of the hiring of a construction manager at risk. Break down that lingo for us. What does it mean?
That means the city will hire a designer and a contractor separately, and we can work together from the get-go to get a project that meets our budget that we know and satisfy all the citizens' requirements within that budget. So you get a contractor on board early, they take part in the design process, and we give you what you want.
And we don't have any drawings or renderings to show on the screen yet because the design work, as you mentioned, is just about to get underway. I assume public input is one of the factors that designers take into account?
Absolutely. We will have public input meetings with the citizens around Lee Park to make sure that what we are building them is what they want.
And what's the time frame for construction and completion?
We will be getting started now and hopefully have this thing open for the swim season in spring of 2025.
Michael Buckler, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And you can read a lot more about plans for all of the locations involved as Irving elevates aquatics and recreation at cityofirving.org/playirving. Of course, there are a lot of forms of recreation around the city. The Heritage Senior Center hosted the second annual Golden Sneaker Games, and our team caught up with some of the participants having a lot of fun.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. The Heritage Senior Center is hosting its second annual Golden Sneaker Games.
Get in there, Bo!
It's important, first and foremost, for their well-being, their socialization.
You're back!
Help reduce age-related illness.
Good shot!
I have the most participants in pickleball. They really do show out.
We have so much fun. It's not just for the playing the sports, although we need the physical activity to make us healthier, but it's also for the brain and the socialization. And with all these people, I mean, you're talking, you're laughing, we're teasing.
Oh, the net is too tall. I'm the oldest one out here. I'm 80. So if I can do it, anyone can. Good going, Bob. Ooh, nice, partner. This is my family. They keep me going.
It gives us something, extra, like say for the young folks to see that, hey, there's still opportunity. Just because you're old don't mean you have to give up everything.
This beats watching TV and just stay active.
I participated in the walk. Well, I seldom walk, but I was able to complete it.
That's a good event for people who aren't familiar with any of the other sports, so that one's an event for everybody.
I did it last year and came in last place, so I was determined not to come in last place.
And be pool later tonight. There's another one tonight. Billiards.
A lot of seniors really love billiards, and then the poker, that's more mental. And mental fitness definitely is a factor in what I choose. At the end of the week, we hold a banquet. Let's go ahead and start with the medals and the individual medals. That really is just to recognize them and their efforts and, celebrate the people who have participated.
Oh, I think it's great. Gives people a chance to participate in stuff they wouldn't normally do, and they do on their own. I think that's a good deal.
I think we should all be involved when our event coordinators come up with ideas for us to do things that we should participate.
Next year, we hope to grow this event and get more people involved. Let's go for next year.
Yeah, our team always enjoys covering that one. And Irving's Heritage Senior Center offers a lot of fitness opportunities on site, including a weight room and pool. The center also offers classes and programs year-round. Find the current schedule at cityofirving.org/heritage. If you or someone you know is looking for work, there are new reasons to consider the City of Irving. As Irving works to hire more employees, the city manager increased the hiring incentive from $3,000 to $5,000 for certain positions. There are openings in animal services, solid waste services, police, and more. The incentive is now available through November 30th. See a list of all current openings at cityofirving.org/jobs. In economic development news, Irving-based Envoy Air, which is a subsidiary of American Airlines Group, offered a chance for some people to try out actual flight simulators. Our team was there as they got to experience the thrills and fun.
Just hop right in and you're blasting down the runway.
Jeffrey Kepka is among a group of people getting hands-on experience in a flight simulator.
This is as realistic as it gets.
It's a crash course in staying airborne.
So kind of get ready. Everything's going to start happening really fast.
You got to make decisions fast, appropriately, properly. Everyone's lives in your hands.
Put your hand on there. Get ready.
So how did these non-pilots end up here? Irving-based Envoy Air, a subsidiary of American Airlines Group, offered a giveaway on social media.
So I entered through their Instagram, their social media page.
And lo and behold, I got an email saying, congratulations, you won.
These are the lucky winners. They traveled from across the southern U.S. to tour the facilities of Avenger Flight Group on Valley View Lane in Irving.
So this facility started in 2020. We started with one flight simulator and we are up to 12 now.
We host several different customers and clients here, Envoy being one of our biggest in this facility.
Who wants to go first?
Well, this event is for contest winners and is focused on fun. Reps from Envoy Air want everyone to see the serious training that happens here and see potential career opportunities.
We hope that people will take away from this experience the investment that we make in the training so they are ready for a great career in aviation.
Executives with both Envoy Air and Avenger Flight Group say they are proud to be in Irving.
Well, Irving is an excellent location for us. We are right down the road from the airport, and this is one of the biggest hubs for simulators in the world.
And the city of Irving is a great place to work, live, play. That's why we have our headquarters here. That's why we use this facility here in the city of Irving. And it's very key to our operational success.
Keep going.
The contest winners are leaving with unforgettable memories.
Being able to get a behind the scenes tour like this, a lot of people don't get to do something like this.
One of the best experiences I've had.
And they will be spreading the word about what they saw. An inside look at career options taking flight from Irving, Texas. And you can find more stories relating to economic growth in the city on our Business and Economic Development playlist at youtube.com/The City of Irving. As we talk aviation and the economy, the Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau is, of course, interested in all things travel, but the team is also involved in recognizing goodwill. The CVB has a long-standing program to recognize high-spirited citizens, and we caught up with some of the newest honorees.
It is really a pleasure to be able to be here today to celebrate the spirit of volunteerism that really makes this city what it is.
I grew up in this city and have moved away either due to college, marriage, or career 3 times, and I've moved back every time. And I've done that because of the power of this community and the people in it.
This program started in 1988 by our organization to shine a light on volunteers. The honorees today are some working, some retired, all corners of the community, all sorts of phases of life, all sorts of backgrounds here, which is kind of just exactly what Irving is. It's what makes this community so special. You know, we used to do this at City Hall.
In the past, high-spirited citizens have been honored at Irving City Council meetings.
We did one honoree at a time, you know, every other month or every quarter at City Hall, which was always lovely.
When COVID happened, we got a backlog of nominations, so we had 10. So we decided to do it in a luncheon format last year.
And we all left the room last year and went, this was so amazing. The spirit and energy and just warm fuzzies throughout the room. It was just kind of like, yeah.
Well, it was such a hit that we changed the program to honor in a group format, in a luncheon format, because it makes a little bit of a bigger deal for the recipients.
Thank you all for continuing to show up, not for recognition or accolades, but because you believe and live in the power of collective action.
I certainly do not think of myself as a community leader or anything like that. I'm just one of the cogs that helps move things along.
You sponsor dreams, lift spirits, and lend a hand without hesitation.
We have a close community bond here. There is a passion that runs through this city that is contagious.
In doing so, you're a beacon shining a bright light in this city every single day, making it better, stronger, and more vibrant.
Not every city has the theater groups. And, you know, it has an art center like Irving. And so there are lots of opportunities. It's easy to do. Just put yourself out there.
I think that's what we do well in Irving, is that we keep doing it and we keep trying to do it together. Even when we don't get it right, we keep doing it.
Service above self is really what it's all about.
The Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau accepts nominations for high-spirited citizens year-round. Find the link under the About Us tab at irvingtexas.com. That's a quick look and listen at some of the fun from last year's Music on Main. And this year's series is about to kick off in Heritage Park. It will include a diverse roster of acts taking the stage each Friday night in October. On October 6th, it's the classic rock sounds of Ashmore. On October 13th, it's Don Lewis performing Texas Country. October 20th is Rock and Roll with the Vinyl Stripes. And the series wraps up on October 27th with the group Squeeze Box Bandits playing a Tejano and country mix. All shows start at 7 p.m. Organizers say you may want to grab dinner from one of the on-site vendors or at one of the restaurants in the Heritage District. More details are at irvingevents.org. The focus is on fall fun at Fritz Park. The Animal Connection experience will be open weekends in October with a pumpkin patch, hay maze, pig races, spooky barn, and more. General admission is $5. Irving residents with proof of residency get a $1 discount on that rate. The Animal Connection experience is open 10 until 5 on Saturdays and noon till 5 on Sundays. Again, those hours are for the month of October. Fritz Park is located at 312 East Vilbig Street. Staying with the attractions and activities of autumn in Irving, the city will once again transform Trinity View Park into Erie Irving Park on Saturday, October 21st. You can see some of the spooky sights we have captured at this event. There are a lot of costumes, games, photo opportunities, and so much more. The free festival starts at 6 p.m. on the 21st. An event with a far more serious tone is coming up on Tuesday, October 17th. Illuminate Irving marks Domestic Violence Awareness Month. This video is from past year's events. The Police Department's Family Advocacy Center hosts this annual ceremony to draw attention to the challenges victims face, as well as the resources available to assist them. Many people personalize lanterns with messages supporting survivors. Illuminate Irving, as I mentioned, is October 17th. It starts at 6:30 p.m. at Millennium Park. Hundreds of football fans are joining our live streams of the Irving ISD Game of the Week, and there are a few more games ahead. You see the schedule on your screen right now. They will be streamed live on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The City of Irving. All games are scheduled to start at 7 p.m. City Source is heading out of the studio for our next show, the surprise location next time. Also, how a new Irving school is helping to prepare workers for jobs in high demand. See where students are learning about welding and more. Plus, see the updated features giving a brighter flair to the Irving Convention Center. Remember, you can always email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. Also, find us on YouTube at youtube.com/The City of Irving. We are always adding new content, so it is a good idea to subscribe. While you're there, hit that like button on the videos you watch and leave us some positive comments to show us some love. And you can look for updates on events and initiatives across the major social media platforms at the City of Irving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.